custards and icings and almonds. Yum. And cakes, fruit cakes. Wow. Well, morning, Dicks. How are you? Welcome to National Rock Garden, Barrenjoey Road, Canberra. We're about to go down and proclaim the Governor General expose 28 names of the pedophiles he's protecting. I've heard it all before, but for 480 days, the Governor General, it's quite clearly shown he doesn't care about the sanctity of children at all. He just wants you in the New World Order. He's not going to hold anyone accountable for their crimes of the past and try and push us into an agenda of slavery and servitude. I do apologise about the last stream being kicked off. I knew there was 9 people on there, but while I was trying to get that last video up, yeah, I accidentally dropped it. Created the one with our G'day Possum, which you saw.
We know, Coco, you did a great job.
Yeah,
Come on.
Coco was around here. Who's there? Who we got here? So Melissa Bird first, good morning. Dash second, g'day. Catherine K third. And I know that probably wasn't the podium finish of the first that just got kicked off, but like me, Dad, we saw Coco. Yeah, they didn't go. Yeah, no, they didn't go. They're still here. After all the goodbyes, yes. Still here. Well, there's Coco there now. She's worried about something under the bonnet of my car. So we went and had a look thinking, what do you got? You got rats? Or I said, the only things that she's probably going to smell out is a great big bloody huntsman. But no, sure as eggs, under the bonnet is a massive possum. We don't think it came from here, so wherever I stayed last night, I'm going to have to drive it back there, I think. It's under the bonnet. We're not going to bother it. You saw it on the live just before. Yeah. I've got to get it back to where I camped last night. So, I know, you did good, Coco. You really did. I know, we'll get it home. So the debate now is, do we just leave it under the bonnet and I drive it directly back there, or do we try and grab it, put it in a like a pillowcase, and then when I get there, release it. So, but at the moment it's tucked deep up under the engine bay there. We'll go do our proclamation and come back to it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. They are territorial. Probably wants to go home. So yeah, anyway, I won't bother it at the moment, but that's something we need to deal with. Welcome to Australia. Welcome to Australia. So, I come with my Uggy boots on this morning. I had Uggy boots. I wonder if Basil sniffs it out. You guys made me think of my gloves. I might go. Yeah, it's huge. Under the bonnet.
You didn't tell me you had possums under the bonnet. I thought they were horsepower.
I thought I had an extra bit of turbo burst this morning.
You wonder what the squeal of the turbo was.
Twin turbo. No idea. Until that dog started sniffing around the car, I had no idea it was there.
Yeah.
And I've got to assume that it came with me. I don't think they run across the flat and jump in the car just because it's cold. It was cool this morning, but not like it's the worst it's been, really. Got my flash gloves on.
I was talking to Jan this morning, and we were saying how since we started coming to all they joined, so it's harder to get up in the morning. You're finding the same?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm tough, mate. So
Yeah,
no, of course not.
Of course not. Yeah, we don't talk about such things.
We'll have ducks back, mate.
Well, I was saying I've been like that since I've been there. It's like, yeah.
No, I don't whinge and bitch when the camera's on, mate. No, I'm tough.
Is the camera? Hang on, turn it off for a minute. Let's get the true story.
Yeah, it was a little cool, but look at this, mate. Look how soft am I.
I love them, mate. I like the fact that you had one. Now you've got two.
You gotta enjoy.
Oh, mate.
I've only keep turning around because no one's coming to wood. I thought everyone would have been hovering around them on
Oh, that's
those cold ones. It would be.
that sound reminds me of the Tilly lap.
Yeah.
That
I'll see what the things are saying. Good morning, Catherine. Okay, morning, all Lulu with love hearts. So I'm facing this way, just so you know.
yeah, that's good. I can see
Brown.
your bleary eyes are not.
Well, we've had a
Had a good sleep.
I did. I had a solid sleep. I woke up cold.
Yeah.
But the sun was just, the light was just coming too, so I was ready to roll over and go back, but no. Once that, you see that light, it's time to get up. Morning, possum smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm probably going to have a lot of environmentalists telling me what I should and shouldn't do, but you know what? I'm just going to make sure that that possum's safe, and I'm going to try and get it home safely, all right?
Yep.
But and I could turn around and drive off right now, but I think we'll go down, let it be at peace. If I can grab it and put it in a sack, a kangaroo just should just go into a pouch, sort of, yeah, and then I'll put it in the passenger seat and I'll release it. If not, I'll just just dawdle all the way over, just pray to God get this possum home safe.
Without sending it.
Well, it got there all right.
Yeah, that's true.
I was thinking, yeah, maybe a little rat or something. Over the bottom, there's this big possum.
It wasn't even a baby one.
What the?
It was a huge one.
It's huge.
Yep.
Every day is different. I did
Mate.
things differently today too.
Maybe he wants to go down and give it to the governor.
Maybe he's been watching the live feeds and he's seen this nice female possum with
Whoa,
two kids. He's
yes.
like, oh, I might just go help them out.
Oh yeah,
I'll
matchmaker.
be the
now.
man's man and just get me down to that lady possum there. I just want to look after her a little bit.
Of course. Even possums have needs, eh?
It's the last thing I expected.
I thought I had rats in the ceiling when I was staying in that Renault, and I heard it out in the kitchen. So I came out, turned the light on. There's this possum, and it was literally playing possum. It wasn't moving. Oh, you can't see me.
Big sauce, isn't it? Yeah. Dinner plate eyeballs looking at you. Yeah, like if it was in the car, it had plenty of time to get out. I started the car, left it running, then I reversed the car up to the trailer and rehooked the trailer. Left it running.
Yeah.
It had plenty of time to sort of get
He was
out.
probably enjoying the walk. At that point.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Oh, this bloke.
It's warming it up for me. It was getting a bit cool.
Yeah.
I wonder how much heat it wouldn't retain heat that long, would it?
Not
Unless you went out
overnight.
last night.
Yeah. Mrs. kicked him out
yeah,
and
yeah,
said,
you're
stuff you, I'll go sleep in the eyes easy.
This is the penthouse suite. Yep. Yeah, you're right. The trees. Yesterday, see how much warmer it felt yesterday? With the sun was out. It was 4 degrees when I got
I
here.
had a great day, mate. Look at me, I'm dressed in me PT gear.
Yeah.
Tracky dacks, sports shoes. I went for a run yesterday. Well, it was a run, walk, run, walk, run, walk, run, walk, run, walk. It doesn't matter, I did it.
Yep. Good.
Couple little push-ups,
Good.
little sit-ups. And
Yep.
feel good. And I thought, well, let's just keep the momentum going.
And then they spray all the shit in so we can't see the sun.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Well, when I catch a possum, I'll use my gloves like nice and all softy. Anyway, that was a turn up for the morning. Good morning, Dash, Rosalie, g'day. One now, fifth the first time. Oh, you're fifth, yeah, one now. Yeah, good on you. Sorry, I did they're great drivers, he reckons.
Possum.
He's confusing our Australian possum with his English badger, I think. But yeah, badgers might be. I don't know about possums.
It was almost as big as the badger.
Yeah,
What I've
something.
seen on
Yeah, we
telly.
didn't offer it any sweets, did we? Hazel, you got an apple? Just put it under the bonnet, will you? You back where it come from. We're talking about it here, but they reckon all the others would just ravage it. Got to get it back to where it is. So yeah, as soon as I finish this, we'll do the proclamation. I'll get the hell out of here and just pray that I get it. Ideally, I'd like to get it out and put it in a little sack, but then once again, it got here all right. Poor little thing be fretting anyway. Good morning, John. Morning, Aussie Sue. And truth always comes out. He's putting it down, Michael Brown. It's most likely Michael Brown. They will catch before they go Adashi. Grab it down and give it a top face YouTube. So, why today, of all days, did you decide to come out in public? I just want to say, not my king, not my king. The possum would rather go celebrate the nuclear family, and if we could take it down to the mother possum with the two baby possums, they'd have a great day, a little family day out. That's more like what we're... Cue possum. G'day, possums. That's what it is, mate. I'll see if I can't get an interview with him, but it might just take me face off. I told you to not swear allegiance to the damn king, not my king. Anyway, stop being silly. Here's a great live stream called Forbidden Frontier. They discuss conspiracy topics. Yeah, but I'm just not a conspiracy theory sort of bloke, mate. It's more into the truth. Tony Speck, these are next level. This is where Tony would get to if he continued engineering his gloves. So yeah, mate, top notch. That's pretty much what he's trying to get to. But yeah, Gronks was more ground level, just for the everyday player who just, you know, has a hole in their pair of socks and wants to save them and their hands are cold. So Gronks and Genius, I do like it. But yeah, this is the next level. This is the epitome of engineering complete, mate. So there you go, Gronksy. But thanks, Banky. See, thanks for bringing that up. Who's on that latest picture of yours, Lily? I didn't want to guess. But it's got a bit of a Gronks look to it. Good morning, my wonderful Freedom family. I've even seen cats do the same thing, and it ended badly. How do you mean? Down the freeway and... Oh, I'd hate that. I'd hate that. They're quite vicious animals. There's some bloody talons on them. You're going down? No, Adam's taken it yet. Jim, Tapper's dad. Yeah, Tapper would be all over that too. Thanks to little Coco, we had no idea. Well, I suppose, mate, possum stew, wouldn't want it to be roadkill. If it ended up roadkill, I suppose I'll just pull over, go back and get it, and we'll cook up some stew, but it's not what I want. Poor thing be fretting. It's nice. I'll get it home safe. It's almost unreachable where it is. It's only a quick... Right, yeah, I know, let me guide you, we'll talk about it. We'll get it done, Biggs. I'll do all I can to get that possum home safely. Jim, Banksy, Lulu and Lee. Lee, Lulu. Team Luli. Team Stam and Team Lee Luli. All right, Jim. All right. Greg Star. Yeah, true. It's like broke the spell. Where are your cars sort of just parked like you watch it. Another damn watch all the time. The governor's not listening, but ASIO are watching. Over back there, this car parked. An odd place to be, that's what I'm saying. And we'll wave. G'day, we see ya. See ya. All right, looks like we're heading down. I better turn all these sun simulators off. Down the hatch with my coffee. Yeah, so there's a sight of cloud sort of halfway up the hill. It is a hill. They like to call it a mountain, but it's not. It's just not, you know. You can't be a mountain at a peak height of 772. Yeah, so I'm out of uniform today. I did something different. It was a real barrier to break too, to not put my blue jeans and boots on. Let the sporty look. I'm going to get sporty. It's the idea. I'd like to. Best intentions too again. Could have been considered a bit of an athlete back in the day, I suppose. I don't know about nowadays. That's we've got the power this time. I feel like I'm dressed in the code and the traffic jacks and sneakers. Alrighty now. Glove on, other glove. Yeah, these were from Laura, these gloves, Nancy. I see Laura, she's already walking down there, you see hers. These are more like camouflage ones. How good was it to find that lady's keys yesterday? There's no way we should have found them. They're off track. There's no way. We're looking at that now. Keys are over here, grass. It's not often you see us wander off. He wandered off over here to go look at mushrooms. Like if he found the keys for someone else in the car park who'd lost them. There's no way we should have found them, but that's just a good outcome all round. Good to get some little brownie points. So where was the possum? Under the bonnet, son. Right next to the battery. Ah, Zuzu! 3-litre turbo diesel, intercooler and fully possumed. Maybe possumed is the new pimp. Remember the baby, look out, look out. Remember the baby. Here you go, Coco, the dog of the hour. Well done, Coco. It just breaks your heart to even think that there's an animal fretting a little bit, you know. I said to a couple of digs on the telegrams the other day, I get so angered and shamed that, you know, that we as mankind sent a dog into space on a one-way ticket due to science and absolute cowardice. You know, like a Russians did it, I'm not saying anything about them, you know. They had decided to have a space race and a dog lost. Let alone monkeys as well. Shame Shame. Just to think that I just couldn't imagine the threat. It breaks my heart. So anyway, put that to the back of my mind. But damn dogs. The people that sent up there with the dogs. So it's sort of like that with the possum in a capsule under me bonnet. Get it home safe. You got a return ticket, possum. I promise. The most amazing thing, just seeing Coco sniffing the bonnet. Have you got rats? You pop the bonnet and that massive possum just there. Huge! What? Ah, funny. We're talking about gloves today too. These ones I was telling you about. Yeah, the green ones. So yeah, you can get them in cam too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're talking about Gronk's gloves. How he lost the heel of his socks, so then he turned them into gloves. So they're saying that these are Gronk style gloves, and I was suggesting, well, if Gronk continued his engineering of his gloves, this is what he'd get to. This is the finished product. The sun just might break out a bit later. It'd be good. No one's even noticed that I'm not in blue jeans and boots. I'm doing it different. I'm feeling sporty. Anything wrong with my tracky dax is it's got this big tick on it. Anyway, damn shame about that. We'll get to that battle when the time comes. Hopefully he's battling behind the scenes. Say no to slave labour. That's what I'm bloody talking about. It's just damn shame it's got that on me strides. So you're 28 up to. Mama Possum's position before I brought Papa Possum back down here.
No, I was over at talking to the others.
Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Hazel. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
You've got the big smile. Yeah, I do.
What the?
What is this?
I'm sporty.
Oh.
I went for a run yesterday.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, in the sun.
Yeah.
I will clearly. I'll be honest. It was run, walk, run, walk, run, walk, run, walk, run, walk. But I was really enjoyed it. It was lovely.
Very good. Good deep breath.
Read me push ups, sit ups. I'm doing good.
Oh,
This turnaround. I'm turning it around.
give the man.
I turned this frown upside down.
Give the
Woo
man.
woo. It's a little dark, but you know, still a picture to be seen. It's very still. Yeah. We're still here, but is he still listening?
Are you listening?
Are you still there?
Hello?
Oh, if we were listening to rumours and innuendo and all the theatre, we should be asking, Mr. Ricardo Bosi, could we come over for a cup of tea, please? I wonder if, I reckon Rhiannon would make a pretty mean scone. Yeah. But like I said, that's just all rumour and innuendo. They're trying to get us cookers cooking. But I'll talk about that a little bit more afterwards. Check out the winners. Oh, there it is. Look at that beautiful big wall. It's up there. It's trying to break through. Break on through to the other side. Alrighty. Yeah, that's the spirit. Oh, bugger off, Sportsbet. Sportsbet just sent me a message. King's Racing Day. It's no, my king. There's no king. Oaths of Allegiance matters. I meant to go with that as a title. Oaths of Allegiance matter. All right, they're just setting up the baby.
来，线路输入
When you adopt
蓝牙模式。
when you adopted a baby, you think you'd get an Aussie one, wouldn't you? I got two loose shoes. I knew there was something she was trying to say. Yeah, Mick and Ash were supposed to leave. This is as far as somebody led them astray yesterday, I heard. Dee, 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 dee. Yeah. Yeah, Jen might have had something to do with it too, leading them astray. Coco! The wonder dog.
Basil. Baz.
Dim soy sauce. No, that's just rude. That's just racist. Take that comment back. I speak Chinese, Beijing.
Guangzhou City. Start labelling all the town names. I speak Chinese. Right, we're all with it. What a question, mate. What a question. I should ask myself that first. Am I with it? We're here. Whether we're with it or not is debatable, but we're on the winning side. That's undebatable. Undebatable.
It's got to show the kids. Come on. Fam, they see it, they all put, everyone has a little problem seated. She didn't tell me it's slippery, she actually did something about it, mate. Problem solver. Problem solver. Non-slip pad.
Without further ado. Governor General, good morning. You got a gym over there? Yeah, just get it ready, mate. Just keep the pool clean, please. Stand fast. They went with songs in the battle. They were young. Straight of limb, true of eyes, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. lest we forget.
But supposedly is it today? Well, I don't think we just embrace the nuclear family. Mum and dad, kids. The Constitution, mate. You go from our family to you.
Happy birthday!
That'll do it.
Just wondering to whom. It's, yeah, up from above, we're celebrating stuff, we're getting told what to do, but without any reason.
Yeah, Michael Brown, happy birthday.
Just follow the narrative. I think it's time for solutions,
Yeah.
time for accountability, for clarity. Governor General, Your Excellency the Honorable David Hurley, Governor of Governor. My brain refuses to mention some words. As the Governor General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Woodward Commission 1995 to 1997. The Woodward Commission has catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, I repeat, Police Integrity Commission, resulted in the 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, an ex-prime minister, and others, friendly enough. That our Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being population is unacceptable. We visit again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting. The then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. So between the first Woodward Commission and the revisit, we had another Royal Commission addressing the same problems. And I think these problems could be avoided if we actually take action on the first commission. But what do we have commissions if we don't follow up on them? As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's the problem. It's when a group of people such as the 28 and the police report keep each other secret. And yes, it is a big problem. We can't have corruption in our government. Further in his appeal, he quoted a judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. Who is we? Is we the 28 on the list? Corruption. Governor General, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Woodward Commission, given that an Australian taxpayer paid out roughly $64 million on the case? We have the right to full disclosure of the investigation, given that we paid for it, and we need justice and accountability. 27 painful years later, we have stood each week since August 30, 2021 at the Governor House in Queensland, and daily since the 7th of February. You maybe remember this day, 2022, here addressing you in our house. We are either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia, which is not and will never be accepted in our society.
We the people also require the individual honored with the position of Governor General, which is you at the moment, who knows for how long. To uphold the requirements of the office of Governor General and inquire why the Governor General has not stepped in with the obvious police overreach in inhibiting the people's peaceful right protesting. And this is all our protected rights in Australia. It is up to the men and women of Australia to determine the level of confidence in the police, judiciary system, parliament, media, you in this matter. You sincerely concerned men and women and children of Australia. So the solution is speak up. You have a right to speak in parliament. You have your place. Use it.
Yeah. Stop being a bollard, Governor. Oh, yeah. Hot mic, come and get your hot mic. Formal complaint from all the dickheads saying, please don't call him the dickhead, it makes us look bad. You ready?
Good morning, Governor General! David Hurley. My name is Joanne. I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state and illegal local. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Today. Further, I want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission, released to the public, unredacted, immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation. We will be here every day until you do as instructed.
I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing. Seriously. Not sincere either, but seriously.
British Medical Journal, number 7070, volume 313, page 1448, 7th of December 1996. Introduction. The judgment by the War Crimes Tribunal at Nuremberg laid down 10 standards to which physicians must conform when carrying out experiments on human subjects in a new code that is now accepted worldwide. That includes Australia. Number 8. The experiment should be conducted only by scientifically qualified persons. Is that you, sir? Governor General? The highest degree of skill and care should be required through all stages of the experiment of those who conduct or engage in the experiment. Bunnings is okay, eh? That's the highest degree. Bunnings. Number 9. During the course of the experiment, the human subject, should be at liberty to bring the experiment to an end if he has reached the physical or mental state where continuation of the experiment experimental subject. That's a bloody big fail. Da-dong! Dangle, dangle! Nuremberg code is coming for you! You better run!
Nothing can save the Governor General.
Hurley, on the 13th of March 2020, you made a massive mistake. You put your name to the federal declaration of a pandemic. It was under your signature, under your authority, and sadly, something which you never learned in the military is where there is authority, there is responsibility. I know that you didn't learn that in the military because I see all the senior officers taking no responsibility for their authority when war crimes are talked about. So the moment you sign that declaration, no law in any of the states, no state law, no council law actually made a difference to the pandemic. It was only to be done under the Biosecurity Act 2015. Now that act makes it very clear that you cannot lock up anybody that does not have active symptoms. And even if they have active symptoms, they have a right to appear before a court and argue their case of why they should not be locked up. The Biosecurity Act is a federal law because it was a federal pandemic. And as such, under the Constitution, no state had any power to act independent of the Biosecurity Act. Their laws in regard to pandemics did not matter because it was a federal pandemic. So everything the states did was illegal, and because you did not stand up and use your authority and tell them to get back in their box, you are liable for their crimes. Crimes against humanity.
Yeah, you say on all levels.
And we have come and stood before you asking nothing but a police records evidence against 28 high-profile pedophiles would be released to a court so that they can face their accusers. And again, all we get to hear are crickets. So either you are deaf or you are dumb. Regardless, you are culpable for your lack of action yet again. In the last 18 months, I've heard accusations against you from a young man called Adrian Wells, where he accused you personally of trafficking him and raping him. Are you a pedophile, David Hurley? Because that's what you were accused of, and your silence in the matter tends to suggest that he may be right. So you sit in our house and take our money, but you failed to do the job you paid for. I think it's time the AFP arrest you for fraud, because you are trying to behave like a Governor General and sitting in our house and taking our money, but you refuse to do your job as a Governor General. Go back and have a look at what your requirements are. You're meant to stand as a buffer between the people and a tyrannical government. We see the tyrannical government
And we, the people, do not see you acting as a buffer. So you, AFP, have a job to do because there's a fraudulent person sitting in our house pretending without doing the job we're paying them to do. So Hurley, I suggest that you either do your job or find a hole and hide. Because there are consequences for your decisions. And they are going to come to roost, and you are going to face court for crimes against humanity and probably treason. And you will get to face your accusers. And now we go.
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. 2 kids at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. They try so hard. We try not laugh. They turn my car, the next day's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No D's, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We come with a proof for all these souls, all the abuse. Nobody gonna cut me to lose, stop knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makadar, bring on the storm. Live with the empty, thought we were gonna regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We will cry, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shot, sovereign's been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Return to the sovereign, but they never left. They're still here, yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here, the oldest civilization. Listen, how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way this war is fought. Our worried for the law and in June income war accords. Gotta cut out the cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got the jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. 2 kids at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raid at the camp, done all the camp. 2 kicks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. Not our king, Governor General. Oaths of allegiance matter.
A great day to be with your family, that's for sure.
Just find on that non-stick paper just sitting there, mate. seems to be all about possum today. As I'm saying, is it family day? Maybe I'm supposed to join these two possums together, but oh, fun and games until someone loses an eye. Yeah. What happens when the honeymoon's over? Yeah, a bigger house. Let's have a look at the poosons. Been sleeping a bit lately. They're not the first possums I've seen today. Got a big one under my bonnet. Yeah. I suppose you probably had a few possums trying to get under your bonnet too. Yeah, no doubt. No worries, that's how you end up there. I understand. Oh, all the best to you. I hope you're alright. Big mama bear possum. Let it go, let it go. Oh, the leaves are brown, the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey. I went for a walk on a winter's day, on a winter's day. Rosellas, red and blues flying through. Oh yeah, I've got possum control. It's quite possible the possum's out of my control. Let's get it home safe, that's the main thing. I'll hold the sack open and I'll get Vaughan to grab it. Yeah, that's the way. I need a silly fool. I need a volunteer. I always end up way in front. I'll go back and get my friends. If I had a dog, I'd carry it everywhere. Man with the baby, man with the dog. The sun's trying to break through there. Little pitch patch clouds. Do, 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 do. Look at Dave, he's flanking us again. Coming through the flank. Oh, he was in sights 300 metres ago. wart leaves, they say. Wart, I don't even know what a wart plant looks like. A wart plant, a wart flower, wart tree, wart shrub, wart weed. What weed you talking about? It doesn't hurt when the pain goes away. That's generally when it gets a bit warmer, so we'll go for a run just to push through. She'll be right. Oh, the old Canberra wet nose has got the better of me. Hang on. Just like a tap in the winter. Oh, just got overtaken by Basil. All right, possum control. Yeah, it is really. Oh, is that cute? Yeah, it's also a bit of a problem. All right, I need one silly fool. I mean, a volunteer to help me.
And they do like to scratch.
Yeah, well, you're the first person that came to mind.
You got your experiences.
I did say I'll open up the sack and I'll get Vaughan to grab it. What the? Fucking grots in this world, man. Fuck. Yeah, one of those gross things. I won't even show the digs. It's just disgusting, shameless for even people even shit that out. I really got time for coffee and cake. Try to slip. Yeah, mine are done. We'll open the bonnet, have a look. But, you know, there's a few little hidey holes here. I just don't want it fretting. Well, check under my bonnet every day if they got me. New standard operating procedure. He might be a regular. It's like, oh, this is been under me for 480 days. Yeah, I need to check under my bonnet more regularly. Probably been there 480 days like the rest of us. Oh, hurry up, Joanne, I want a coffee. Oh, my God. Well, this is the pole we got for my. That just might do it. I lost the pole for the trolley jack, and I asked. Yeah, Martin went to the green shed last night. I said, if you see something, that'll do it, I reckon.
It's a leverage anyway.
Yeah, leverage. It's all about the leverage, mate. You need leverage. You need leverage in tight places. Anyway, what a blast. I'll put that back in there. Anyway, so I'll forget all about it and I'll go to bed tonight and I'll lay in a bloody cold steel. The Civic Centre's not open yet, so we'll sit here and have a talk. See what the pigs are doing. Gary, g'day. Denise, g'day. Greg, g'day. Pen, g'day. Blue Balls, g'day. Oh, hey, Nobby. They leaves are brown. Oh, leaves are brown. The sky's great. I'll reach in the little hidey hole here and bring out some seeing eye devices. Yeah, all the leaves are brown. Might be nobody knows it, but you're summertime over there. You just need to give them some water, mate. Tell us all about your hitchhiking possum, Albie. Cameron Mauer says Ruby West. Good morning, Ruby. Love you. We're always thinking highly of you here, Ruby. Yeah, that's what I reckon, mate. Yeah, family day. Oh, I need a family, he says. It may have run off. We're going to check it soon. I'm going to have a coffee. We're going to, yeah. The question is, do I leave it there and just go directly back to location and then just leave the car there for the day with the bonnet open? Or do I capture it and try and put it in the little pillow? I wanted to have less stress. It seemed to travel under the bonnet all right. Maybe it's buggered off. Maybe it did sneak up while I was sitting here this morning having a cup of coffee. Do tell, Jamal, Albie Mal. What about Celtic though? I don't want to click on that. If I click on it, I'll lose my stream. Bobby Charlton, Billy Bremner, I knew they'd give me one, give me a blanket. Oh, there's plenty of blankets. You reckon I'm going to film it, Jim? Nah, mate. I'll have every bloody do-gooder around bloody trying to tell me what to do, and I'll have all sorts of authorities coming down here and telling me what I need to do. Yeah, possum and biscuit, yeah, we're going to get there, mate. G'day, g'day. How you going? Oh, I'm at the bottom of Harris Park there with his extra leg tied down. Oh. Thanks to you, Ruby. Little bundle of sunshine you are, mate. Always feel your heart even from down here. Extreme heat wave in England must be above 25 degrees Celsius. I think you're even I don't think they even made that. Nobby, Gregory. Oh, Civic Centre's open. I'm going to make a coffee. Oi. Right, let's go make a coffee. You got? Yeah, heard that before. You're doing really good, right? Yeah, let us know. I will, yeah. The way the dog was reacting, I thought, yeah, maybe a mouse. I was thinking more, the only animals I keep seeing crawl out on the phone. Oh, he doesn't went to feed on a hunter. Yeah, I think I've got 200 run around my car in the trailer. It seems to pop up from there, drive down the road, and then it's up there at the bottom. No, it must be bottom. Then where it goes, I don't know. A couple of huntsmen, better than huntsmen. I was just seeing if there was a heartbeat and there wasn't. No. Just checking for a heartbeat and there wasn't one there. Just looking at me like out a window like they're on a special bus or something. Yeah, I thought you might have been a little, oh yeah, mind you, it's not time. Yeah, summer, nice work. Miss it. Donna. Kerry got it. Nice one, Kerry. Oh, I didn't wear my hat today. Should put that hat. Ah. I'm wearing the wrong hat. I had to go back in the right hat. So, how you been, Diggs? How's it all going? A few people there with a couple of rumours and innuendos yesterday. Might be true, I don't know, even while we've been on feeds here and overnight, some things might have dropped to give some substance to some rumours and things, but it's just the way it comes out. They'd love to see us going, cook, 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 cook. So they give us something to cook, 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 cook about. And there's a post there suggesting that Mr. Ricardo Bossi has been signed in as the Commander-in-Chief. I don't know, absolutely no idea. People start to get a bit angry about it, some trigger, some going, yeah. But at the moment, it's just rumour and innuendo until there's some substance to it. It's a nice thought, and we all need that little bit of hopium. It's been a hard fight. We pray the days are shortened, as in the amount of days that we have to go through this, 480 days as it is. But the idea is not as silly as it sounds. There's right ways and wrong ways to do things. We can't just kick one out and put another in and continue the same. We can't swap one type of tyranny for another. But at the end of the day, 48 children a day go missing. We need this to stop ASAP. These guys can't be trusted. And for all the reasons. They are trying to kill us. And they're beyond reproach. The last one. Thanks, mate.
I found
little
two.
fingers there. Not ready for this yet. And there's a lot of water going the bridge. Someone here I trust is Whitney. I trust him a lot. Why? Because he's all over it. Common law, the Magna Carta, the treaty, and he said you can't just swap one for another. It's a tyrannical swap. You're right, mate. The sovereigns have to come together and do their treaty. You're right. But in the meantime, 48 children a day going missing, mate. And there's a lot of water to go under the bridge. We need these guys out, and we need someone we can trust in there. I'm not saying Ricardo Bossi because I'm a supporter of Ricardo Bossi. He's an ex-militaryman like myself, and we're all on the same team as far as I'm concerned. It's more for the people that are Australia One. I trust them. That's why, yeah. And Mr. Ricardo Bossi always said he's not there to pull them down, destroy. He's there to help the transition, to pick us up so we don't fall into anarchy. We can just continue going, disclose the truth, and bring the country into the direction where it's the one country, one people. But we can't do that without all of us coming to the party, and the mainstream news aren't coming to the party either. So a lot of these disunited factions waiting for something to happen, but it's not going to happen because these guys just, the distraction, it's thick, the brainwash is thick. So we need a period, a layover period, and you can't have another election on anything, the voice, fucking anything. They can't be trusted, mate. They can't be trusted, we've proven it. Cheers, they're going. But if we can stand this fucking mob down, we've implored the military to come in and stand them down, put the military in there. We need someone who we can trust. I trust the people that are Australia One. It's not a party, remember. Those people, and they've put Mr. Ricardo Bossi in the top seat. He is the right man. In this time in history, we couldn't ask for a better champion. He's a godly man. He's a family man. And none of the shit they've thrown at him stuck. Let's put it this way too, for all those that don't trust him, what would Trump do? Trump would give him a gig in the seat, compromise them, show them for that. So for all those who don't trust him, well, let's still give him a gig in the seat. So just say he had been signed in as Commander-in-Chief. Praise the Lord. But he told you he's not going to be the next dictator, he's not going to be the next tyrant, he doesn't even care about being the PM, he just wants this country to get there. So let's put him in there. We trust him through our trust in the Australia One, the people, family members are part of it, because they're Australians, they're you and I. Disclose truth, in a nice, gentle way. Shut down the media so there's no more distraction. Work on the fraudulent, on fair elections, and give the narrative to the sovereigns to come to the party in a nice, safe, encompassing environment. Give them the front page news. Give them the front bloody screens. I'm just saying if that's the way. It's not just them, because they can't do it without us and we can't do it without them. And I'm sick and tired of them being a them and us, because we're all here. We're all God's creation. All united under the Southern Cross, you know. And that, if we can't keep going down that path, just disunity. But 48 children a day go missing. Let's cease it. They're trying to kill us. Let's stop the danger. Remove danger. You know, as soon as someone's passed out, what's the first thing you do? Remove the danger. Then you go to the airway and breathing the circulation and remove the danger. We need someone we can trust. Mr. Ricardo Bosi. Why do we trust him? For the Australia One people, the Australian people. It doesn't matter, because if he's no good, he'll compromise himself, but I have all the faith. He's a godly man. He's the right man in history. During a late period, 120 days or whatever else happening, has removed these guys. Disclosure comes out. We work on fair elections. We have a time period that we look to do it. We bring the sovereign people right to the fore. We make it the #1 subject. Because the answer of just moving this Governor General out and just putting in someone else, say Ricardo Bosi, and just sitting on, no, that's not the answer. But we need to remove the danger. We need a safe environment for this country to come together. And you need a safe person to tell you the truth. You need someone you can believe. We don't believe any of them. And if there's any evil, mate, in that environment, Australia could thrive. And then we can, you know, come to terms with it, you know, actually understand what it is that the sovereign people are treating, what is on those wallaby skins, what it means, how we're included, how we're protected, and how we all come to one. And I'm not even saying that that's the answer, but I do. I trust Whitney a lot. He's there. It's his space. But I trust the Australians, more than I trust these guys. Remove the danger. But here I am gone on a whole bloody tangent on a rumour and innuendo. Because we do want these days to be shortened. We don't need to be here in a year's time, 2 years' time, still waiting for the right people to come. And mate, they're not going to let us. They're not going to let. We even look like uniting. They're going to, next distraction, next big thing, boom. So anyway, it was just a thought. Anyway, I've got a possum to deal with. I've got a possum problem. Lucky for that possum, I don't need new mittens.
Is he still playing possum?
Still playing possum. I'm going to go have a look now, but I'm going to have to deal with it.
Are you going to try and take it out, or yeah?
I don't know. I'm going to have a look at it. There's a nice area for it. It seemed to be fine there. Just steadily drive back down. I'll see how easy it is to achieve. I don't want it to be more stressed.
It did look like a good spot away from the real heat of the motor.
There's going to be the general consensus, everyone here. Start the car, just nice, easy drive them.
Well, considering that you had started it up and heated it up,
yeah,
you had an opportunity at that point to
if the possum's from here, I reckon he's probably gone now already.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to, a new standard operating procedure every morning, first parade, line it up, check possums. Thanks, mate.
Yeah. I like it. Make sure it's a possum-free zone.
Yeah. It's
Well,
just thoughts.
If you thought about it, if Coco had pointed it out to us, you would have been ignorant and you would have taken it back and it would have climbed out.
It's just nice that we know how to listen to our animals. And from my dog, Ra, he would always be telling me, you got to listen. They're trying to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Coco knew.
Yep.
Beautiful thing. Basil didn't give her heat.
No,
The Basil, I'm in my bed, bugger off.
Yeah.
Either walk me over to it or shut up, it said.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you listen to what Baz said.
Yeah. Give the man a gig. Yeah, there's a ditch to it anyway. I'm sorry I went on that bit of a talk, but, you know. No rabies in Australia, mate. They say there's no rabies in Australia, but then they say don't eat bats, you might get rabies. So there are rabies or no rabies? Oh, there we are, the Royal Ferris one. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Ruby. Love you, Ruby. Can't wait to see you again, Ruby. There's John going. Topless. He wears fishnet when he gets hot, he reckons. Paint me a pretty picture, please. 32 thumbs up in England. Where's Rob Spanner? Who took Rob Spanner? Is that you looking for a spanner, Rob? Is that you looking for a spanner? No, it's another Rob. All right. Second guessing, I've got the right names now. You're not going. If I film the possum, it won't be live, mate. I'll tell you, mate. Like I said, you know what they're like, mate. Every authority under the sun going to try and hold me accountable for just a little mistake. It's Australia, mate. I'm going to do all I can to care for that possum. I promise you. Well, that's right, Kerry. We need to remove the danger. They've already put it in there. That's dangerous. It's downright deadly dangerous. So now that they've already voted in, now do we have to wait to a referendum to the end of the year and then let them people have a vote, see that it's all that it was all a scam, and then everyone get angry, and then still wait for the sovereigns to sign the treaty? 48 children a day are going missing. We need to remove the danger. People are dropping like flies. Being very careful. Birth rate is rapid drop. Excess deaths, rapid rise. And they think they're getting away with it, mate. Has anyone been indicted for Epstein Island? Has anyone been indicted for fraudulent election? Anyone been indicted for laundering Australian funds into human trafficking organisations like the Clinton Foundation? No. Anyone held accountable for the sexual allegations against them? No. Any news about 48 children a day being saved? No. Any sign that the judiciary's listening and understanding that they're unlawful, unconstitutional? No. Any sign of the police? Well, there is there's a big sign of the police. They seem to be coming on. God bless them. Yeah, there's still police here in their jobs as a foreign entity, but even they are starting to understand, I think. And the heat's dropped right off us. I think we've won more police to the cause than turned more police against us. Because they see it, They're not looking over there telling us we're fucked, because if we're fucked, they're fucked too. It's true. Excuse language, sorry. So yeah, all rumour and innuendo, but just saying, it's not as silly as it sounds, mate. Remove the danger, and then let's bring these issues out. We can't wait for these things to happen, because there's no sign of it happening at the moment. And we can't keep people on side when they're too busy taking the bait of the brainwash. Remove the danger, bring in the military, and then pave a clear way, direction forward for the people. We can come together and have these conversations and give that conversation mainstream, full transparency. Anyone that's angry about certain things is because they generally don't understand. They're trigger points. But anyway, much love to yous. He's not our king. There's no bloody way. It's time that we really did start valuing our nuclear family. Mum, dad, brother, sister. Mum, dad being the main imperatives there. And it's a great day off here in Australia to celebrate that. There's no rain, it was a bit of cool. Go love your family. Take them and visit the oldies and the uncles and the aunties. Show them how big their family actually is. Get to that moment where everyone says, why don't we do this more often? If you're with your family, it starts to get a little bit tense, those families do. Just stop, change subject, stand up, raise a toast to the love of the family, the future of the children, and that they inherit freedom. Something like that. Bring it back to what's good. We all get distracted. Bad behaviour, bad behaviour. We've got us all turn on each other. Just come back to love. Nothing can save the Governor General, but I absolutely know we can save ourselves. Lord God, we may need divine intervention. I think we do. But love yous all very much. Yeah, better get going, Diggs. Scroll through a bit more. I'm not sure if I've possibly done like that yet. Oh, look, I'm probably way out of line speaking about it too. I don't know. I'm just trying to put it all. But it's one way of fixing stupid, and we need to fix stupid before we can move forward. Removing the government and putting in safe frameworks, safe people is one way of fixing stupid. Get everyone on board. And prove that they're not stupid, they were just blinded, same as we all were. This is the real, and then see the hope in it all as we can come together. They say 120 days. I don't know if that's long enough, but we can at least have a crack at it, mate. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure it out too. Just trying to figure it out. How do we get there? We can't keep doing this. We can't leave. We can't retreat. You know, we're not going to give up. But we can't keep, we can keep going, but like I said, 48 children a day. We got, and then all the rest of it. Remove danger. Military, you hearing me? Brothers and sisters in arms. This is what we need you to do. The people will trust the military. But then once again, we've got all these corrupt generals and officers up there who like to cross-dress and have been fully 100% complicit in this woke agenda and this transition to a new world order and all the rest of it. So there's a big clean out to be done here, but I don't know. But anyway, I'm not about to turn on one of the best people we have in the fight. No bloody way. I'm going to stand right beside him, like the mates do in the trenches. Sir Ricardo Bosi. God gifted us the right man in history to do the job, and there he is. if not, well, the only way to bloody even to prove it wrong is to put him in the position, isn't it? Like I said, I reckon Rhiannon make a good scone. I want to tell you with the Governor General's wife. Yeah. Just for an interim period, just enough to bring scones back. Make scones more than tea again. Yeah. I am just waffling now, big soap. And magpies singing to me. You're not taking me body autonomy. My body. I am stalling the inevitable. I've got to go and save this poor possum. And see, the longer I'm here, the more it's probably. That's the bit we need to get to, eh? Like, how do we get that bit? Because otherwise, we really are waiting on the world. Something to happen, that peace to fall, that truth bomb to land. You know, the arrest to be made. The specific tweets that the storm is here upon us, whatever, all that stuff, with still 48 children a day going missing. We need to remove the danger. And get to that safe spot where the truth can come out. And have someone who we can trust telling it to us. Mr. Ricardo Bossi always said that they're there to help Australia pick up and move forward, not there to help pull the system down. Although, mate, remarkable man, he's done it. He hasn't been backwards and coming forwards at all. He's still led that way as well. Hasn't been seditious because you've got an unconstitutional. How can you be seditious against an unconstitutional? Now I've got to go. Gonna go do this. All right, Diggs. We'll call it a day. Let's go see that possum here. And then I'm going to tune out. I really hope it's not there. Double tap. Nice to be double tapped. Do you want to open the bonnet for us, mate, please? Do you want to hop on that side of the bonnet? Just wait. If we can grab it, we will. It'll be that straight over the eyes, and then we'll straight into the bag. But if it ducks down, yeah, anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, see, this is okay. Ready? Just please, please. What do you reckon? Do I grab it or we leave
Just
it
put the towel over him and grab him.
Yeah. See if we can do it.
Just gently. No, don't let him get it.
Done, Diggs, all right? There you go, done.
Safe as sound.
Can you breathe through that then?
It can, and I'll probably, look, I'm just going to rush it straight back down.
Yeah.
See if it's got out, haven't it? You're right.
You didn't attack him while you're driving.
I'm going to try and wrap it to you while I'm driving. Yeah, it's a breathable bag. And I'll leave it in there. It'll be probably less stress than this. And at least it's out of the car, then I can go to the car.
Someone giving you a time?
Yeah, he's got to get that now, thank you. There you go, Diggs, we're going to tune out and I'll take this one home. It's as best of places I can think where its home is.
We've given up more of a struggle.
He's tight. They get very stressed. See you later. Right, Diggs, thanks. I'm going to take this possum back and we'll catch you on. All the best.